Welcome back. So the past week was week 4 of the year 2022, and the market have been really volatile. There's a lot of fluctuation, going up and down, and it closed on Friday at around 44.32. It was a green day. As you can tell, there's a downward trend since the beginning of the year, since January, all the way up till now. So as the past week for macroeconomics, some key point was that there were an FOMC meeting on Wednesday, January 26th, and they state that the goal is to maximum employment and price stabilities, and that they will also continue to reduce the net asset purchase on the market. And at the end of the statement, they mentioned that they will be starting to reduce their balance sheet, and they're planning to do that after the rise of interest rate. And the goal of reducing the balance sheet is to achieve a maximization of employment and price stability. So after looking at the macroeconomics, looking at the sector itself, the S&P sector went up the most would be the energy sector, 5.7%, and went up and went down the most would be the consumer discretionary. It went down 3.2%. But in general, overall, the S&P sector was better this week compared to last week. So we're looking at the top gain for S&P 500. There's this company is called the Corning with ticker GLW, increased 20%. So this company is actually in S&P 500, rated. It ranked at 243. It weighed 0.085% for the overall S&P 500. And what this company does is that this company is actually a company that manufacture glass and other. So as you mentioned here, it's one of the world-leading innovation in material science, and it create glass, optical physics, and deep manufacturing of engineering capabilities. So if I was looking at the website, some of the things that they do is that those phone glass, computer glass, watch glass, so they are the manufacturer of those, which is pretty interesting. And some other stuff that they also do, they also handle some life science, display glass, environmental technology. So there's a few different kind of stuff. So they also do like the glass of those tablet. And looking at their financial statement, I lost it here, but then I lost the page, but then like it just mentioned like the breakdown of the revenue stream, but it's mainly different type of glass and technology. So that's pretty interesting for a company that went up 20% this week. So looking at other earnings, the past week there's a lot of company released their earning, and most of them is really optimistic. Looking at the IBM, both the revenue forecast and the EPS beats the estimate. Also, Microsoft is a big one, and I do want to mention that for Microsoft, it's actually doing a really good job of beating the revenue and the earning per share. So they really beat both revenue and earning per share since April 27, 2019. So that's a really good company, and it's a really good looking for a company because they really develop technology and develop a lot of stuff over the past year, and the financial fundamental analysis is really good. Yep, that's just what I want to mention. Other companies include Verizon, beat the estimate, American Express, both beat the estimate, and also Tesla beats the estimate. But Boeing really missed the estimate by a lot. This probably due to the travel restriction, the Omicron. And also MasterCard and Visa. They are both the competitors. They offer service in card and transaction, both beat the market. So yeah, so in general, in this earnings season, a lot of company really beat the estimate and did a good job. So so now that we are done looking at the macro and the earnings for the past week, we'll go into the macro next week, which is one of the main event would be the non-farm payroll, which will release on Friday of next week. I mean this coming week, and the non-farm payroll release once a week in the first week of each month. And looking at the past history, for the past 2 months, the employment rate was actually lower than the forecast. So we'll see how it goes on this week. And so to wrap up, as we're looking forward to the earning in this coming week. As you can see, there's a lot of companies that's earning is gonna release this week. The main ones would be Alphabet, Google, ExxonMobil, Mega, and Amazon. So those are the main company that will release this week, and especially Alphabet, Google, Mega, and Amazon. So they weighted a lot in the S&P 500 and also the Nasdaq. So I think it really depends on the earnings. It will really drive the market up or down. And also Activision Blizzard, which got merged to Microsoft it got merged to Microsoft last week was the announcement. So that's it for this week. I'll see you next week.